Welcome to Mood Matters, a podcast where we discuss where we are today and how we got here. Before we begin, though, I'd like to start off with a quote. One that I've been starting nearly each episode off with now. And it goes like this. Change doesn't begin with public policy, and it doesn't wait for a campaign. It actually often starts with something far more intimate. Change begins with one conversation. And that's why we're here today. We have a very special guest with us, and I'm super excited to jump right into this. Sir, Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Please give us a little bit of an introduction.
Well, my name is Harinam Singh Khalsa, and I've been on this Sikh path now for coming to 50 years. So it's a long time of life. It's a journey that we grow with, and we change with, and we adapt ourselves to in order to survive through these times. And most importantly, to share a message to this world of peace. My major message, and through the teachings of Guru Nanak Dev Ji, to really spread Guru Nanak Dev Ji's teachings, especially his teachings of peace and bringing peace to this world. And that's my mission, to bring peace to this world and to share a message of peace.
Sir, you said something when we were off mic, which really, it struck me. One, because obviously, yes, I'm an ex-first responder, an ex-paramedic, but you said you felt like you were here to serve at the feet of the Sangat. Mm-hmm. And I love that line because when some conversations we have as of late is our spiritual disconnect. Mm-hmm. Where do we begin and how do we begin searching for some level of spiritual connection?
Well, the search is finding you. There's no reason to search for anything really, because it's already within you. And to find that path within you, sometimes some will come to me and say, well, what is my path? What is my path? But path is already there. Spirituality means the actualization of your spirit. So if someone said, I'm spiritual, I want to understand what is my spirit. And that's the key of life, to understand your spirit. What is the spirit? Spirit is that essence of you, the core of you, the nucleus of you, that connects to the Atma, to the soul. It is the vibration of the Nam. What is the Nam? Nam just has a name. The Nam is that vibration of that which relates to the personality of you in its relationship to the personality of the entire universe, and the creator who created the entire universe is the vibration of the Nam. So to find the actualization of the self and the core of the self, that is why Guru said, Nam, vibrate the Nam, Nam Simran, Nam Japo.
Yeah.
Right? To understand the depth of it within yourself and feel it within yourself. So to be spiritual, to walk the spiritual path, is the actualization of who you are and how you evolve and progress and establish the relationship with that who created you. There's a creator who created us as creatures to live in this creation. For what reason? To be creative. Right.
Let me. Podcast is over. No, I'm kidding. It's not over, sir. And that's beautiful because obviously I come from like a very heavy Sikhi based background, but the psychology background is what really piques my interest here. And philosopher, psychologist, whatever you may call it. There's an individual by the name of Joseph Campbell, and he said, art is the expression of the soul.
Correct.
So when we're looking at things like the topic of spiritual homelessness, because we're sort of on a spiritual journey with the way these podcasts are going, but if we're looking at as an expression of the soul, and you understand, I mean, Harinam Singh Ji is a yoga master, which he doesn't say often, but he's been studying since he was 22 years old.
Correct. And
non-stop studying. So where does one, you talk about creative, where do we start with creativity, and how does it look for each individual? Because obviously it looks different and it feels different, but as you said, when we have a hard time looking inwards.
Yeah, we do. Creativity is what? It's the expansionness of your consciousness. Creative consciousness is the expansion of your consciousness. And whatever gifts you've been given, some of that expansiveness is a deep meditation experience. Some it's a beautiful painting. To others, it's just the vibration of the sound. that creative consciousness within you is what needs to be awakened.
Hmm.
And when we don't awaken that every human being, this is what Guru Nanak Dev Ji said,
Yeah.
every human being, it's that they used to say to me, oh, Bauji, you have the darshan of Guru Nanak Dev Ji. I said, everybody has the darshan of Guru Nanak. No, you got the darshan. You know how they say, right?
Yeah.
I said, no, it's not true. Everybody has the darshan of Guru Nanak Dev Ji.
Absolutely.
Everybody can open the Dasam Luar. It's not just, oh, you're chosen. And I would fight against that. I said, no, there's no way. In fact, I'm less than anybody. Everybody has that opportunity, born into this life, to experience the vastness of your consciousness. What's the root word of devotion? Devotion is what? Is a divine ocean. Right? So your devotion is nothing more than a divine ocean.
Absolutely.
Has no beginning, has no end. What I learned through Gurbani was to be unlimited. Guru Nanak Dev Ji said, be unlimited in what you can experience, what you can know, the knowledge that you can bring in. But we work on that trinity of body, mind, and spirit. Hanji?
Yeah.
That's the trinity that we look at. What is happening physically? Where is that relationship to our mind? And where are we in the relationship of our spirit? And how do we identify it?
Beautiful.
So everything is in the trilogy, in that right, of a body, mind, and spirit.
Yeah.
In Sikhi, we've lost a part of that aspect of the body. Whereas you look at every Guru was a yogi, Guru Nanak Dev Ji was a yogi, Baba Siddhi Chand was the yogi of yogis, right? Knew all the technology, and the technology of that is in Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, but in Sikhi it's been lost. So we can see that the physical aspect, and you can see it's a mess.
And I'm happy. I'm happy you're bringing up the physical body, because this is something that I wanted to touch on, because I firmly believe that the quickest way to minimize the divine within is to interfere with its basic rights. So now, like, if we're looking at the chakra system. Now I have this written down so I would not mess this up. But if we're looking at the first chakra, because we talk about, how I was joking about squats, I feel like everyone should be able to squat. But the way I'm understanding this now in my journey, I'm an explorer myself, sir. But the first right of the first chakra is to be here. The second right is to feel. The third chakra is to I can't read my own writing. The fourth one is to be love. Give love and receive love. The fifth one is to write and hear and speak truth. The sixth is the right to see. The seventh is the right to know.
And the eighth is the combination of that in the entire electromagnetic field. Your electromagnetic field is your eighth chakra.
That's
it's not
the
taught
expansion.
That way, right?
That's the expansion.
We have
that's
10
right.
spiritual bodies, right? You know that?
Yes,
10
yes.
spiritual bodies. First is a soul body, right? Then we have 3 mental bodies, positive, negative, neutral. Fifth body is the physical body.
Yes.
Sixth body is your arc line.
Yes.
Seventh body is the aura itself.
Yes.
Eighth body is the product body. Ninth body is the subtle body. And 10th body is the radiant body, like the 10 gurus. Right? Same philosophy that's tied into the chakras.
Yeah.
So this technology isn't taught about the 10 spiritual bodies that we have and the relationship, and then each of the chakras and the relationship to the chakras. Guru Nanak Dev Ji talked about circles. It's in Gurbani. He talks about the chakras, right?
Yeah.
So all of that works in the set energy of a human being, of how we expand ourselves. Subtle body is when we go deep meditation, Vaheguru, Vaheguru, we end up in that subtle form. Guru Teg Bahadur, Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj is the 10th body, the radiant soul. Subtle body, Guru Teg Bahadur. Who was Guru Teg Bahadur? Every picture you see Guru Teg Bahadur is
right.
Meditating.
That's right.
Right?
Yes.
So everything is a correspondence to how we interact to our environments. And then Gurbani is what supports that interaction into this life.
100%.
So it's everything is connected. So when we look at chakras, spiritual bodies, Gurbani, we look at the connections that we have with each other, the auric fields that we have, and how we connect into each other, look at each other, see what's happening in your arc line, see what's happening in the timeline, see how the energy moves through. All of that is there for us to see and look through the mind's eye. As we develop the Ajna, the 6th chakra, the Agya chakra, command center, pituitary gland. And we look at that, we just focus in on that, and we watch how the energy flows. And then we take that energy inside of us. So we understand where's our balance, how's our breathing. Do we just shallow breathe from our lungs? Is a shallow breath? Shallow life, shallow breath.
Absolutely.
Or do we breathe deeper from that third chakra?
Where do we access? That's right.
Right.
Yeah, that's
The
right.
solar plexus will become the brain of the future, not this thing. Right? So we got it upside down. This brain, this mind of ours, is to serve the heart and the soul. Because we can bring the head to the heart, but we can't bring the heart to the head.
Fascinating. The mind, the body has wisdom that the mind has yet to fathom.
Hanji, because the mind is here to serve the body and soul, the heart and soul. Not the other way around. We have it the other way. Oh no, my mind's this is manmuk gurmuk, right?
Absolutely.
Manmuk is just...
I have said this line so many times, and our brother Suma is here, and he knows it by heart because I've said it to him so many times before. What a way to start this. Because when I was for everyone listening, I'm pretty sure Faisal is reading me a little bit here as we're sitting here, which is fascinating. I'm not breathing shallow, in case anyone is wondering. I'm right into my belly. Practiced, lots of practice. When we talk about things that take away, the spiritual disconnection thing, what the things that take us away, and these are just a few things that maybe I've identified, which I hope you can maybe illuminate on, because when we look at yoga, we look at the systems, we look at Sikhi, we look at where we are, there is of course a big disconnection. I think anyone who would disagree would whatever, but looking at even the first chakra, because I talk about the squat a lot, it's always fear. It's fear that pulls us away from the first chakra. The second one we look at, it's guilt. Third ends up being shame. Fourth, grief. Then lies, illusion. And then finally we get to the big one, the attachment. Where, when you begin your work and you begin reading, you begin sharing, how do you navigate that conversation to ensure that the individual is feeling a connection rather than doing a connection? Because I feel like we've become the society of we're doers, and this is something I mentioned in another episode. We're always doing something, but we're never feeling something. How do we navigate these conversations?
Well, it depends. Feeling is a sensitivity, right?
Sure.
The first 5 chakras represent the first 5 elements. First chakra is your earth, right? So that's your base. So when the first chakra is out, that base, that earth, and you don't feel solid ground, so the earth is either going to be very secure for you, or the earth is going to be very insecure for you, right? Second represents water, that flow, right? So second element is the water. Second chakra, right, represents the flow, the water, the creativity, the movement, right? And how we move through. Third chakra represents fire energy, right? The chi energy. So they say like Tai Chi, there's the chi energy, that fire energy that's created. When the navel point is weak, and it's not genuine, we do that breath of fire, right, that stimulates that area. Because the balance point of the body between what we call pranic energy, which is the life force energy, and apana, which is eliminative energy.
Yes.
So those two energies are working through us, through that third chakra. Pranic energy and aponic energy. Stuff that rises, prana, energy system, apana, which is eliminative. Both not just physical elimination, but the elimination of thought.
Yeah.
Right? Fourth chakra, like represents that heart, right? It's the air, the element of air, right?
Guru.
And fifth chakra is etheric, right? Because that's the gate. Fifth chakra is the gate. When all that energy moves through and it comes through that gate, and that gate opens, then Ajna. Then we see through that third eye point. When we look through that third eye point, through that Ajna, and if I look at you and I'm focusing in, but through there I'm being told everything I need to know. It's all there. It's all being seen through that third eye point, that Ajna. Right? Then the energy moves through to the seventh, the pineal gland. What is pineal gland? Pineal gland secretes what? Serotonin. What is serotonin? Is the amrit of the body. Somebody says, my amrit is the serotonin. When we reach that point, we're moving that energy. Pineal gland, dasam lower is what? Pineal. Right? That starts to secrete. Then we feel the calmness, the edge. We feel that. So everything is moving in a system through us.
Beautiful.
So when we're disconnected to that, it's all dysfunctional.
Absolutely.
So that, this is the world is dysfunctional.
Yeah.
The so-called leaders of this so-called world don't talk about the sacredness of life, the beauty of life. All they want is wars and destruction and control and manipulation.
Sir,
and subjugation.
Yeah.
Guru Nanak Dev Ji taught liberation. These guys are teaching subjugation, fascism things. I don't want to get too political. But Guru Nanak Dev Ji taught liberation.
Yes, sir.
The liberation of every human being under the aspect of Ekonkar, of one God. So when all of that is moving through us, right, and now I see how your energy is shifting, right? So as I'm balancing out the chakras, moving the energy through you from the base chakra, right? Because sometimes that insecurity of you comes from that base chakra. So as we move that energy through, each of those chakras move in a direction. Sometimes we have to counterbalance that direction so that the flow is like a fountain. Because the energy that comes through the Dasam door from the infinite, through Vaheguru, is like a funnel through the Dasam door, 10th gate.
Yes, sir.
That's why we cover the top. For protection.
I love it. I love that you brought that up.
And bring the hair up.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Rishinath. To conduct all the electromagnetic energy that comes through us. So we as human beings, as beings in this human form, it's all sensitivity. So when we deny our spirituality, every person is spiritual. The disconnect is that we don't recognize it.
Oh, absolutely.
And we don't want to follow that, and we get trapped into the Maya.
Oh, yeah. And like this one, thank you. And yeah, I felt the energetic shift, so I appreciate that. Carl Jung comes to mind, and conversations go as conversations go, and then there's this quote. I had a feeling this was gonna come up, so I'm just gonna say it because I had it written down, and I just knew that this was gonna come up. The quote reads as follows, and this is gonna tie something in. The unconscious isn't just evil by nature. It's also the source of the highest good. Not only the dark, but also the light. Not only bestial, semi-human, and demonic, but also superhuman, spiritual, and in the classical sense of the word, divine. See, we spend so much time not searching our unconscious, being fearful of what we're not going to find, fearful of what we're going to find. Yet we are so disconnected that we don't realize that if we do that little bit of search, that may just give us access to what we may have always been looking for. Which ties in kind of to what you were saying. Well, it ties in directly to what you were saying. I like that the word you brought up, human beings. Even though I joke that we've become human doings. We're not being. We're always constantly doing.
Look at the word human, right? 2 words, hue and man. What is a hue? If you look at the sun, you see a hue, right? Man means the being. So the word human being means radiant soul, radiant being. Human, radiant being.
I love that connection.
Right?
That's so
it's in the word.
That's beautiful.
Is it not true?
It adds up, and it makes
hue. You look at the sun, you see that hue, and you see that auric field.
Yeah.
And the man means what? Man, mind.
I love that.
Being.
I love that. So you are a pioneer in this community.
Definitely. It's not recognized so much, but yes. And
I want to illuminate this fact because, sir, you've been at the feet of the Sangha for since you were 22, and so that's 50 years of service. One, thank you for constantly making Sikhi accessible to individuals who may not be able to understand may not be able to understand Gurbani in other forms of languages, but you made it more accessible to people in our language,
Hanji.
in this language that we're speaking now.
Hanji.
And although this language doesn't do Gurbani justice, the way you've been describing it and the way I've been hearing you describe it has been beautiful. So for everyone that doesn't know, Bhai Sahib does daily Hukamnama readings, and they're fantastic. You translate your own, and you provide your insights on those too. And the one from today, do you wanna? Because it came up in conversation.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about sharing a little bit of insight? Because I think it's applicable now.
Well, the only thing is, if you read the morning Hukamnamas, for example, today's Hukamnama from Guru Amar Das Ji was talking about, excuse me, the perfect Guru, right? Pura Guru, the perfect Guru, that it's already there in us. So he's explaining in the Hukamnama that God and Guru already are inside of us. We don't have to search for it. He says, the perfect Guru, Guru Pura, has given me that which is everything that I need. And he explained about how we as human beings don't realize that millions of treasures have been brought into us, already exist inside of us. And he said, and he says, here's how to connect to it. Nam Dhyaya. Meditate on God. Meditate on the Nam. It's that simple. He said, then Satguru will bless you with everything you need. There's nothing that's missing. Because he says that God is here and God is everywhere. And God is within everyone. There's no separation.
Absolutely.
So in a very simple Hukamnama, Guru Amar Das Ji basically explained the whole reference of life, mentally, physically, spiritually, psychologically, you name it, was all presented through Gurbani in a very clear, simple way, if it's understood like that. So when I translate to English, because otherwise that essence is lost, and when today I translated it, you can go on my Facebook page or Instagram page, it's there. I go into the depth of what he's talking about so that we can have that realization. It's to reinforce within us that realization, because we all forget about it. I forget about it sometimes. Absolutely. I get busy with this, I'm running here, you're running there. You got family, you're doing this, you're doing that. So what does that Hukamnama, what does Gurbani do? It brings us back into ourselves, reminds us, come back into this body, come back into this soul. Recognize and identify each and every person. Human being has two basic needs. One is the longing to belong, and one is the urge to merge. Those are the two things a human being desires. We have a longing to belong. We want to belong somewhere, sangat, family.
Yes, a basic need.
Marriages, right? We have that longing to belong.
Yes.
And we have an urge to merge with each other.
Yes.
We want to merge with each other.
Yes.
You want to have that merging. And every human being has an urge to merge with each other. Yeah. We long to belong with each other. Yeah. Can you survive a few minutes without your wife? Not for long.
No, absolutely not.
That urge to merge with her, absolutely. Right? To be with her, to be together, to be with Sangat.
Well, and I mean, this ties back. I mean, Western science is just catching up to this, but there's so much research around the importance of having individuals around you. Positive Sangat, of course. And you talked about four. So when I look at an individual, I look at it from four pillars too. You look at it from a different four pillars. My four pillars are the biological, the psychological, the social, and the spiritual. But when you look at them from knowing themselves, loving themselves, trusting themselves, and being themselves.
Hey, doesn't that fit into your four?
Absolutely. Right? And it's like we are speaking a different language, minorly different vessels, all in placement of hopefully eventually connecting us to the one eternal divinity, whatever word fits for you as a source of connection.
Yeah, that's that longing to belong. We have a longing to want to connect.
Beautiful. And
the longer we stay disconnected, the more uncomfortable we become. And when we become uncomfortable, then we fall into the we fall into that, right? Then we fall into that because we lose trust in ourselves.
Yes, sir.
One thing that was said in the Hukamnama today, I translate to English, was that Guru Amar Das said, faith is in the mind and the mind is in the faith. that the faith already exists within you.
Yep.
And that faith, he was saying, like in the sense that you don't have to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's already existent within you.
Yep.
So everything then is existent within each human being. But
Yeah.
how do we waken that?
Yeah.
What's the wake-up call? Right?
Yeah.
Sometimes a wake-up call is you get very, very sick and you say, well, if I don't change, I'm not going to survive.
Yeah.
Everybody has that wake-up call
Yeah.
to change. Some answer the call, some don't answer the call.
I love that you said that. There was an individual we met recently who said something along the lines. He's like, I'm at this part in my life where I feel like the alarm is going off.
Mm-hmm.
I'm deciding if I want to press snooze, if I want to turn it off, or if I want to get up and go. Something along those lines is how that conversation went.
Yeah.
And I thought it was a beautiful analogy.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, yes, we are, as a Sangha, the individuals I've been surrounding myself with, we are at this key time
Mm-hmm.
where we're either going to connect.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not going to give another option. We are going to
Mm-hmm.
connect. And we're going to find a way to maintain that connection and strongly. Beautiful.
Yeah, we have the word akal, right? In Kurbani, what does
Akal,
akal
yeah.
mean?
Sir.
Deathlessness. So what's a call? A call is a call to be fearless.
Mm.
A call.
Oh, I see
A
what you're-
call.
I see what you're
Satsari,
doing there.
a call.
Beautiful.
A call. It's a call.
Yeah.
A call. To be deathless.
Mm.
To have no fear. They're both there. They have
Yeah.
no fear, to be against nobody, no revenge. That's in the word. That's the wake up. In we do mantra, we come there, Kankar Satanam Karta Pragnirabo Nirvara Kalpatajini Sevan Guru Prasada. Jump! Jump!
Yeah.
Jump is the wake up call. Jump! Meditate!
Yes, sir.
Vibrate!
Yes, sir.
So we went through all that process of Ajini Sevan Guru Prasad, everything, and then jump. Guru
Yeah.
Nanak says, jump. On what? The most universal truth. Ad Satya, Jagat Satya, Hebbi Satya, Nanakosi, Be Satya.
Yeah, that's right.
Truth started odd. Odd means primal first.
Yeah.
The beginning of time was truth, the vibration of such.
Well, and you know what, you say vibration, and this is something that's not talked about much either, is when we say ik onkar,
Right.
the vibration. Ong is the that primal vibrational energy, that first energy,
And the Ong.
which
yes.
we don't talk about very much openly.
Well, because again, we say Ekankaro means there's one God, but it doesn't just mean there's one God.
No, sir.
It's
No,
beyond.
sir.
It's much greater than that.
And I repeat this in many podcasts with many people all the time. All the time. God is not the descriptor word. God is a descriptor word amongst this in this particular language, but there's so many other words that can encompass divinity as we know it. So using the word God sometimes makes that relationship complex too, because it makes us feel like though maybe there's a secondary meaning to it. Is God loving? Is God punitive? No. God is loving, friends. We know this. Divinity is loving, and it's written in Mood Mantra in Japji Sahib too. Kar kar karna lekhle chao ape bij ape hika. There's nothing punitive there. You'll get whatever you put in. There's nothing punitive about it.
See, Guru Nanak Dev Ji said, here's Om. So Om is creation, but Om is very static. If you chant Om, 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 you'll become poor. So he took Om and he made it Ong. He said, here's the transformation of Om, which is a static, to Ong, which is a movement. So he shifted that consciousness to Ekonka. There's one creative creation whose vibration is the totality of the rhythm of what is life. That is the oneness of all creation. And he took it from just Om, Om to Ong. Here's the movement of that.
There it is.
Right? That's the creative force of that. Ankonkar. Kar means that which is creating a force. So he took Om and changed it to Ong and changed the Om symbol to the Ekonkar.
Yeah.
With the brush, everything, to show that here's the movement, that we're not static people.
Yeah.
So he took that and shifted it and became Ekonkar, right? From Om.
The ultimate act of rebellion.
Yeah, but he didn't care. He said, this is nonsense. I'm going to tell the truth.
The most beautiful rebellion to date, my friends.
Yeah, there's a lot. This is what fascinates me about our teachings. Because it's like, you start looking at one thing and then you follow one word in Gurbani and you start following it and it ends up here and it goes
It
like
is
like a mushroom.
one of our brothers, Brother Gravir, said Gurbani is his endless reservoir.
Anji. It's true.
It's fascinating looking at it and sitting with you having this conversation, because we're bringing another lens to this the spiritual connection, and even things like the 5 elements and how they can be used to access our consciousness, which Guru Ramdas talks about.
Anji. Yes.
How do you incorporate the understanding when you're how do you incorporate that understanding for an individual who has very little understanding?
Mm-hmm. The first thing for a person who wants to learn is to identify themselves as a living force, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And,
you have to identify with something.
To feel the joke, the light.
Absolutely,
right?
yeah.
So the first part is to identify yourself as a living source, right? As a connected being, as a light. So if that's understood first, so we start slowly understand and represent yourself in that sacredness, right? So the self-identification that I am a living, vibrant soul. I have something deep within me. And then open that door. So if we can just inspire people to start to open that door, then once that door is open, their thirst for knowledge will become greater.
Absolutely.
But first is the identification, I am, I am. And we do that meditation, I am, I am. We go out, I am, we go in, I am, I am, I am, I am. To identify, I am. Who are you? What are you? I am. I am what? I am me. I am the vibration of a living soul who's been gifted in this physical body to interact with my environments, to be with others and to share, and to hold myself on that sacred path. So first is that identification of self as a spiritual being, as a being of light.
Yeah.
That we're not human beings here trying to have a spiritual experience. We're spiritual beings who have been brought back into this physical form to experience this life environment. We're not human beings trying to find my spirituality. We're spiritual beings.
Yeah.
But many of us say, I don't feel comfortable here. Many come to me and say, I don't feel comfortable in this physical body.
Yeah.
I don't feel connected in this physical body. And it's very true, which can come through past lives, can come through other things. So first thing is, how do I feel? How can I feel more comfortable within me?
Yeah.
Right? Today we're talking upstairs, how to feel more comfortable within my own self. That's step one.
Yeah.
We have to first make that acknowledgement.
Yeah.
And that the mantra for that is, I am beauty, I am light.
Friends, if you didn't catch that, there's a mantra for self-acceptance that Bhai likes to talk about. I am beauty
and I am light.
I am light.
I teach a meditation, maybe we'll do it at the thing, on seeing your beauty and your light.
Sure, yeah.
Where we create a beam of light in particular mudra to bring the beam of light into the heart.
Okay. Yeah.
So to see the beauty in the light, I am beautiful, I am light. When you identify your beauty and your light, depression can never touch you.
No, I'm so glad you said that.
Never
Absolutely.
touch you. Somebody said to me, why did you get depressed? I said, because I'm always impressed.
Yeah.
I don't get depressed with life, I'm impressed with life.
Well played, sir.
And I said, don't be frustrated, become first rated.
Oh, first rated. Nicely played. Well, good play on words, sir. Good.
Don't be frustrated, be
first
rated.
Rated, sir. First rated. We are. How are you feeling for time?
Okay.
Okay. We are. We're just gonna leave that part in, sir. We are. I think we're coming up on time. We need to continue this conversation.
Sure.
One day.
Anji.
Maybe not today.
Anji.
Because we've been hanging out for a little while. We've been talking for a little while, and we didn't press record when we were having our other conversations. But friends, thank you for listening, and I want to end this podcast the same way I started. Change doesn't begin with public policy, and it doesn't wait for a campaign.
Anji.
It actually often starts with something far more intimate. Change begins with one conversation. Thank you, sir, for this wonderful conversation.
My honor and my privilege, and may Guruji bless you with love in your heart and peace in the soul. May you find all that you're searching for and looking for. May your family be blessed and be blessed unto infinity, for always and forever.
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Thank you, sir. First fist bump. That makes me so happy.